Mom, she shut up the house probably about 3 times with her son in the house, her newborn baby. Yeah.
Played, been betrayed to take a toll on you. Some stay the same, most change, others fall on you. I'ma give a heart bigger, and it beat a little different. I forgive and don't forget it. Right game, wrong it.
Hello, hi everybody. So today I'm gonna do the story time about how did I end up being homeless, and why didn't James just come back home once the order of protection against my son was dropped. I'm eating some noodles. So I was staying with my grandmother. I was renting a room. Me and James was. So in the house was my grandmother, my mom, James, and me. We're in another. My mom had her own room, my grandmother had her own room, and I had my own room. And James came to live with us, basically. And my uncle will be coming in and out. My Uncle Timothy is what I called him in my story time, the fire story time. Timothy was not with his first wife in this story. He had remarried, and we'll call his wife Amber. Now, my uncle, I don't know where he met Amber at. This is just some backstory. I don't know where he met Amber at. I feel like he went to the psych ward and he picked Amber out the psych ward. He went, looked around. Yep. Anybody that knows Amber gonna know that probably this is how it happened. That one right there. Oh, she talked to herself. She looked a little mentally ill. Her. So my uncle is a gangbanger, Timothy. Amber is a gangbanger. But I feel like if you're gonna rank the gangbangers, my uncle was on like he was down here. Amber was up here about being about that life. Amber, remember I had an open CPS case at this time. This is going back to how I ended up homeless. So Amber had all her kids taken away from her. She's pregnant, I'm pregnant. I end up having Jonas and she's still pregnant with Timothy Jr. And I talked to my uncle and I tell him, I said, hey, when little Timothy is born, you need to go to court. And because Amber at this time was on the run. Filed for custody. Amber's not going to show up to court. We know this. So you can get custody. You get what I'm saying? And I'm going to help you with filing the paperwork. And I'm going to help you with taking care of Timothy. Because my son was like a month at this time. When Timothy would have been born, my son would have been 3 months. So it wouldn't have been that far apart. And it wouldn't have been that hard to help him. So my uncle agreed that yeah, because Amber lost all her custody of all her other kids. And we already know Amber. Let me give you a look. Listen, Amber, she was gangster. Let me just say that. I'll tell you the story and then tell you some scenarios about Amber, how crazy she is. Amber, so my uncle agreed. So Amber goes into labor. Amber has Timothy Jr., little TJ. And my uncle comes home with the baby. Not only does he come home with the baby, the agreement was for him to take Amber home because Amber is not really motherly. So I'm like, why you bring her here? I didn't realize my uncle was high at the time. Not on weed, but high. I'm not gonna say on what, but he was high. And so he flipped out on me. My grandma was sitting at the table. She didn't want the girl there either. The girl came and laid in her bed. And my grandma didn't want her in her bed anyway, because anybody that knows, once you just had a baby, that's kind of like, you know, you should be in your own house, like, period. So I'm like, so when is she going home? He flips out on me. He like, you and your baby can get the fuck out. This is my mama house. Mind you, my grandma doesn't say anything. She doesn't even look up from where she's at. She's just watching TV because there was a TV in the kitchen. Timothy proceeded to tell me he would kill me and my baby, bust my baby head on the floor, yada, yada, yada. So he's like, get out my mama house. She didn't say nothing, so I ended up getting some breast milk, and I ended up going to James's sister's house because she didn't live too far. I called my mom and I let her know what happened. My mom, when she got off of work, we went home to the house, got some clothes for me and the baby and her, and we went to her boyfriend's house at the time. We'll call him Daryl. Daryl ended up letting us come and stay with him. Thank God for Daryl, because I don't know where the hell we would have went that night. And when we got there, Amber was still there. So that's how we ended up homeless, and that's why he didn't come back. But let me tell you how God works. God works. Because in the argument when I was having with Timothy, I saw him. I said, I do not want your son to end up in foster care. That's what I kept on saying. I said, he's going to end up in foster care. I said, you playing with this girl? And this girl don't care about this baby. I said, yes, it's her baby. I said, you love this baby, but she don't love this baby. And I was just trying to get him to understand that that's not what I wanted for my cousin. I did not want him to end up in foster care. And I kept telling him that. I said, this little boy gonna end up in foster care. You playing with the wrong one. But God works in mysterious ways, because he ended up putting me out. When Amber, I guess, came to and healed, let me tell you what she did. And this is why I said she wasn't motherly and a good mom. She shot up the house probably about 3 times with her son in the house, her newborn baby. Yeah, she did. It's funny because my son wasn't there for that and I wasn't there for that. Thank God. It's not funny. It's not funny. Actually, because somebody could have got hurt. She ended up pepper spraying my grandma. All while this happened, and she kept on doing stuff. And CPS ended up getting involved, like I predicted they would. And they told my uncle that he had to have the baby outside of that house, or they was going to take him. Oh, wait, let me finish all the crazy shit she did. She set my uncle's car on fire. She would follow my grandma to her job, set her car on fire, and not only did she do that, but she said she went to my mom's job and said my mom slashed my mom's tires. So, now let's go back. So my uncle decided that she shut up the house several times, and the police were coming and they being involved. No, yeah, she did that. Set his car on fire, set my grandma's car on fire. CPS got involved and told my uncle that the house was a danger, that he cannot be, my little cousin couldn't be there, or they was gonna take him. Well, my uncle didn't listen. He didn't listen. They ended up coming and taking my little cousin. Then when it was at court, or whatever, my uncle was going to court to try to get my cousin back. She ended up destroying his car in the parking lot of the court. Yep. Before she got pregnant, we already knew she was crazy. She had done things that just let you know that she was not mentally wrapped too tight. Like, she did a lot of stuff. Like, she was fighting my uncle. I remember one time while we were both pregnant, me and her, like I said, we're pregnant, and she fighting him, and I forgot I was pregnant because I was trying to protect him. I pick him up and bring him in the house. But that's the type of person she was. Excuse me, she was real crazy, like real life. She did some other stuff that I'm not gonna say because just for the sake of not saying what she did. But she's crazy. Like I said, her gangster level was up here. My uncle was like, he was a baby gangster. She was like the grandpa, the great grandpa gangster. Like, for real, for real. So that's the reason why James didn't just come back, because we weren't staying there. We were staying with my mom's boyfriend. And we were staying in his house for a long time. We stayed there for about a good 6 months. Then we came back to the house where my mom is now. Like, we all moved there. But yeah, little Timothy ended up getting in foster care. He's not in foster care. I don't know who that is. He's not in foster care anymore, but he was. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, a thumbs down. Don't forget to share it. Comment down below if you know anybody like Amber. You know, what else? Yeah.